All right, friends, so we are now on chapter 4 of Junie B. Jones is a Graduation Girl. So let's see what happens in this chapter now that Junie B. Jones is back on her way to her classroom from the principal's office. Let's see if she can be a better listener. Chapter 4, Cats and Gowns. I skipped in the door of room 9. Then my whole face got happy. Because guess who was talking to my teacher? It was Gus Valloni, that's who. And Gus Valloni is my favorite janitor. I zoomed right over to that guy. Gus Valloni, it is a joy to see you, I said. And so what brings you here anyway? Gus Valloni patted my head. I had an important delivery to make, sis, he said. Just then, my bestest friend Lucille came running up to me. She pointed to a big stack of boxes. It's cats and gowns, Junie B, she shouted. Gus Valloni brought us cats and gowns. She twirled me all around. I heard him talking to the teacher. The cats and gowns are right there in those boxes. And everyone is getting one for graduation, she said. I jumped up and down at the wonderful news. Because who doesn't love cats? That's what I would like to know. Cats and gowns, I hollered. Cats and gowns, hollered room 9. Mrs. sat down in her chair real slow. Then Gus Valloni patted her shoulder and he said the word, good luck. Mrs. said for room 9 to please stop shouting. I'm sorry, boys and girls, but Lucille did not hear me correctly, she said. No one in room 9 is getting a cat and gown for graduation. Room 9 did a loud groan. Then what are we getting exactly? I asked. Caps and gowns, said Mrs. You're getting a cap and gown for graduation, not a cat and gown. No, said Lucille. I heard you say cat, teacher. I know I did. Mrs. said for Lucille to hush. Then she passed out the boxes to all the children. I looked inside my box real curious. Then I kept looking and looking because something was not right in there. My cat got run over by a truck, I think, I said. It is a big, square flatso. Mrs. laughed. Then she came to my table and she unfolded my cap. She put it right on my head. Hey, what do you know? It fits, I said. After that, all of us put on our caps and gowns and we all skipped around the room. Only not Lucille, because she was still upset about the cat issue, of course. Pretty soon, the bell was going to ring, so Mrs. made us put our outfits back in our boxes. I'm going to let you take these home with you today, she said, but please do not play with them on the bus. And don't play with them at home either. These caps and gowns are white, okay? And white material gets soiled very easily. I know it, miss, I said. I know white material gets soiled easily because one time my Grandpa Miller spilled soda on his white tie and you can still see the soda spots on that thing. Mrs. looked and looked at me. Then she sat down at her desk very quiet and she waited for the bell to ring. That's the end of chapter 4, friends. So Junie B. Jones has a nice cap and gown to take home with her. And remember, her teacher, Mrs., said she had to keep it very clean. But Junie B. Jones doesn't always listen, so we're going to have to see what happens in chapter 5 of our story tomorrow in our learning, okay? So stay tuned.